Did anyone say tomahawk for one? Now, I know what you are thinking. There's no way she can eat all of that. Well, stick around and I'll prove you wrong. Recently, I've been obsessed. And I mean obsessed with watching BBQ cook shows. So last week, I went to go get something from my local butcher's. The intent was not to buy steak, but as I walked into the butcher, there stood the butcher himself. At first, of course, I didn't think anything of it. I mean, it's where he's supposed to be, right? It's not like I just walked into the nail salon and a butcher. Being there would be really weird. But what made this weird, or actually should I say scary, was his stare. I noticed he was intensely staring through me. I even turned around checking if there was someone else who was looking at. When I realized it was me his stares were intended for, I decided to ask, is everything okay? There was a moment of severe awkward silence before his stare broke, and the most unpredictable voice began to speak.
No, everything is not okay.
You can imagine my mix of emotions in this very moment. I'm so kind of freaked out by the intensity of the stares, but also now bursting into a fit of laughter. That voice was not expected. But before I could even begin to process it all, I saw a shimmer by his side. He was holding his knife.
My wife's been kidnapped. My kids found the ransom note. They are hysterical. The kidnappers want 10 grand by tomorrow. If I don't pay up, they said, she'll be in the meat truck on the next delivery.
At this point, I'm looking around for hidden cameras because his voice, that story, this cannot be real, right?
I don't have any savings. COVID stole all my money. I'm still trying to recover. Bloody vegans are taking over. It's tofu this, tofu that. I'm barely breaking even. If it was up to me, I'd let them keep her. But it's the kids. They are beside themselves. Not sure why I care about them either, though. I'm sure the big one hates me. The middle one's a bit iffy. And if I'm honest, the young one probably isn't mine.
This was really starting to get weird. I just came in for some pork ribs to smoke those barbecue programs. Have me really hungry. But I thought, let me entertain this. He is holding a knife after all.
All I've been asking of people when they come in is to buy a little more than usual.
So I responded, still very confused, but willing to comply to exit this insane situation I've managed to walk into. Can I please get some pork ribs and a single chicken breast?
That's it. Ribs and 1 chicken breast.
I mean, yeah, I only wanted ribs. So the breast is extra.
How am I going to save my wife on that order?
It took all of me not to go off on a rant about his marriage not being my problem. What kind of idiot gets married in the first place? This really sounds like a him problem that he's making a me problem.
Do you not care that she can be shop meat by tomorrow sundown?
As he spoke this time, his knife began to rise. My eyes widened, my purse screamed. My mouth said, I guess I'll have a steak. I watched him scan the counter with those intense eyes. They locked on what looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex ribcage. He picked it up, lifted his knife, wielding hand above his head, and swung down.
There you go, 1 tomahawk steak.
I dare not argue. Something very crazy was taking place. I'm either a part of a TV setup prank show, speaking to a real-life knife-wielding madman, or his wife really could be in danger.
Your total will be for 1 tomahawk, pork, ribs, and 1 chicken breast, 674 pounds.
I looked, my heart stopped, my breathing became rapid. I reached into my purse. I took out my bank card and entered my PIN. It was in this moment I realized, if I were vegan, this would never have happened. In the history of the internet, I've never heard of someone being forced to buy tofu at the best part of $1,000. So there you have it. I was down a lot of money and now had a bloody tomahawk steak. On the bus ride home, I had a lot of reflection to do. What just happened? My head was spinning. I wanted some ribs and somehow now have a steak and no rent money. So many questions span around in my head. Why didn't I say no? Why didn't I ask if he had called the police? Why didn't I walk out? Why didn't I explain that now I'll need to start an OnlyFans to financially recover? Then I remembered I could start one. There's gotta be a demand for middle-aged, slightly frumpy, Steven Seagal-looking women somewhere, right? If Katie Price can still earn $1 or $2, I'm sure I could do all right. Then I heard his voice. The voice of my friend. I've mentioned him in previous videos.
No one wants to see that, me love.
It's true. No one wants to see that. So what do I do now then? Somehow I did need to find back this money. Suddenly there was traffic. That means this already painful bus ride was about to give me a lot more thinking time. About 10 minutes into my thinking, I thought, I have it. What if I fake my very own kidnapping? Genius. I can pretend I'm kidnapped and can then ask for a ransom. The rest of the journey home wasn't so bad as I smiled to myself that my problems were about to be over. I could now concentrate on how I was going to prepare this steak before composing my ransom note. I gathered I would season well, then reverse sear it. It's my favorite method of cooking large cuts of meat. You can get a much nicer, rarer flavor with a beautiful crust. And of course, roast potatoes had to be on the menu. I got home and sat with a cup of tea. Then I started on my steak. It was so good. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but wow. Distractingly good. It sent me to bed, forgetting all about what had just happened and what I had to do next. Do you ever have one of those meals that you can just know it's going to give you good dreams? That was one of these meals. As I slept, I had the most amazing dream. I dreamt of a world where I could be Lip-On, a place where I could eat pizza and never gain weight, where rent was free. I attended a kick-ass concert weekly, a place where I could find out if Rob the Polish sausage slinger was really secretly married or not. But most of all, I dreamt of a washing basket that would empty itself. And then, like the sound of a foghorn, my alarm awoke me. Back to reality. I stumbled out of bed. Hair a mess, morning breath like a dragon. I laughed to myself. If I were really to be kidnapped, this face and that face breath would save me. I flicked the switch on my coffee machine and asked Alexa to give me the morning news. No one can tell me that the smell of freshly made coffee first thing in the morning isn't the greatest smell. As Alexa sounded off, I could barely hear her over the coffee brewing. I think I heard something about a pub in North London called Number 8. They were being mentioned for having the best burgers and cold beers on Tottenham Hotspur match days. I was thinking I love local, I could check it out after I'm free from my fake kidnapping. Then I heard it. Local butcher on the run for killing his wife and kids. This can't be real. That's too much of a coincidence. I continued to listen, but I needed to see if there was a photo of this guy. Had I narrowly escaped an actual knife-wielding madman? Was he forcing people to buy things to gain money to go on the run? I ran to my laptop and went straight to Google. IT was him. Does this mean I can somehow get my money back? Was I technically robbed? I felt a wave of relief pass over me. There's no way I could have stayed hidden long enough for a random. I'd have needed snacks. So I drank my coffee, took a shower, and made my way down to the cop shop to explain everything. Well, minus the self-incriminating part of planning to fake a kidnapping and random of my own. I never got my money back through the cops. But I did temporarily become insta-famous when I told my story. It's had some perks. I don't have to queue in my local shop anymore. And I have a guest appearance at the Number 8 pub next week on the 19th of October. They said I can have as much burgers and beers as I can manage. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite cut of steak? Do you prefer yours with mash, chips, or roast potatoes? Also, how do you like yours cooked?